And here is the Writer's Almanac for Sunday. It's the 20th of March, 2022. It's the birthday of the Roman poet Ovid, born in what is now Sulmo, Italy, in 43 BC. He became a famous poet in Rome. He was part of the inner circles of the court, published erotic poems, including his Ars Amatoria, which instructed people on the arts of seduction and lovemaking, wrote his Metamorphoses, which traced Greek and Roman mythology through the lens of humans' metamorphoses into other objects, into stones or stars or animals. And then suddenly, in the year 8 AD, Ovid was exiled for reasons that nobody knows even today. Spent 10 miserable years in exile in what is now Romania, and then died. It's the birthday of Henrik Ibsen, the playwright, born in Skien, Norway, 1828, best known for his play A Doll's House, about Nora, who was stuck in an unhappy marriage, and the play ended with Nora slamming the door and walking out on her husband. Henrik Ibsen left Norway for a life of exile, 1864. It was his own choice. Life abroad was very hard. He and his wife lived in poverty, though he wrote constantly. He became depressed and exhausted, was on the verge of a nervous breakdown in 1865, almost died, and the next spring his play Brand appeared in Norway. It got great reviews. It was a success. King Carl of Sweden gave Ibsen a pension, and he went on to write Peer Gynt, An Enemy of the People, and Hedda Gabler. It was on this day, 1852, Harriet Beecher Stowe's novel Uncle Tom's Cabin was published. In the next 5 years, it sold about 2 million copies in this country. Here's a poem for today by James Silas Rogers, entitled Pain Management. One day in your 40s or 50s, you will start to think that life is turning into a long string of small extinctions. You will feel the word gone rise inside you, and might even say it aloud, quietly, the way you would say it if the house had been robbed and months later you reached for an item you never knew was missing, thought had been in a drawer the whole time, gone. Add these to the workaday wrong turns you half knew were coming from the start. You know, the shy girl with trusting eyes with whom you did not sleep, the dad who let you down. And you will begin to think that if you started crying now, you might never be able to stop. But that doesn't happen. What happens instead is you make a cup of tea. You sit on the front porch, and there you look at spindly asters on a September afternoon, flowers with ragged edges that are barely petals, a color from somewhere down the spectrum after blue, the same blue of cold skies in early winter, and behind them the deep green of bloomless morning glories. A poem by James Silas Rogers, Pain Management, from The Collector of Shadows, published by Bright Horse Books and used by permission here on the Writer's Almanac. Be well, do good work, and keep in touch.